Hidden deep within the wetlands of western Ghana lies a village that floats on water. Welcome to Nzulezu, one of Africa's most remarkable communities. Today, JBD Travel takes you beyond the surface to explore the history, culture, and daily life of this extraordinary floating village.
From the moment you leave the ticket office, the world begins to slow down. The sound of engines fades, replaced by bird song, rustling leaves, and the quiet rhythm of your own footsteps. This path is more than just a walk. It's a passage into another way of life. With every step, the modern world feels a little further behind, and the story of Nzulezu comes closer into view. Ahead, beyond the trees and water, a village floats, not just on a lake, but on centuries of tradition, resilience, and community. And as you walk towards its entrance, you're not just arriving at a destination, you're stepping into a living story. Just here by the water's edge once stood a place the village remembers fondly, the Spanish Man's Bar. Before 2020 its lights would glow across the lake at night. Laughter, music and stories drifted over the water after the sun went down. Travellers and locals met here, strangers who often left as friends. But when the world paused for COVID, the music stopped, the doors closed. And like so many places around the world, the bar never reopened. Yet its story remains, not in the building, but in the memories of the people. A reminder of how even the most remote corners of the world, global moments, leave lasting footprints.
Is that inside the guest house? Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, look at the guest house of it.
Oh, I like that. Very posh.
So you can ask her how much.
How much is it one night for the guest house?
It's 3 rooms
Okay.
with a big one in the kitchen. 1,950
1,950.
And do you do single rooms, like? And how much is that?
6.5.
650. That's the minimum. It's really beautiful, really gorgeous. Living here is like living in paradise. Yeah.
And we have lemonade. The hibiscus.
Oh, hibiscus?
Yeah, with lemon. So when you come back and want to try some.
Definitely. No, you can do it, Mum.
Oh, you can go.
Hubby, Mum, you did it in Amsterdam. If you're in, you're still going to do anything. It's there. I'm holding it. Yeah, it's stable. Yeah, it's stable.
To reach Nzulezu, you must travel by canoe for nearly 90 minutes through quiet mangrove forests and shimmering waters. But this is more than a journey, it is a passage into history. The people of Nzulezu trace their origins to the Angwi people of Mali, who migrated south hundreds of years ago, escaping tribal wars and conflicts. Guided by a sacred snail, they settled here on Lake Tandane, building their homes on stilts above water, believing the lake would protect them from enemies. The name Nzulezu means surface on water, and for generations water has been both their road and their shield.
To fight our grandfathers. Because during the war, our grandfathers from Mali wasn't strong enough to fight back. they decided to move away from their native land to a different place. Besides middle of 14th to 15th century, when it comes to Africa, our culture was tradition. And when it comes to what they believe was the spiritual gods. So in terms of spiritual matters, that is when our grandfathers have to first consult their spiritual gods for solution. And after consulting, their spiritual gods told our grandfathers to vacate from the land for the sake of peace, which our grandfather from Mali accepted. They even set up their journey on the midnight so that the Senegalese will not find out. First see through Burkina Faso, but after Burkina Faso, our grandfathers then came to Ghana. In Ghana, their first location was Wenchi in the Brangahafo region in the north. They stayed there for some time. Later on went to Techiman in the same Brangahafo area. When they were coming, there were 43 chiefs, including the Paramo chief. During that period, they also had a spiritual communicator who had the spiritual ITC beyond human. So he communicates with the spiritual gods before informing the chief and his people where to go, where to stay, so the decision of the chief priest among them. From Techiman again, our grandfathers headed their journey to Makasim in central region. They spent quite a long time over there, and later went to a Sipon in second D, Takrali. When our grandfathers got to a Sipon in second D, Takrali, they took their lead around the coast, and they got to a place in the Zema area. There is a community there called Bakanta. When our grandfathers got to Bakanta, they discovered that there was a river in the middle of the land in the middle sea. So how to cross it? They decided to go to the forest, cut a lot of trees that can float to make a raft. And they made a lot of raft, assuming if maybe you and your family, then in one raft. Our grandfathers, they sat on the raft, family by family. They looked that valley and they came to this Amanzule river. The meaning of Amanzule means community water. Yeah, Amanzule, community water. Amanzule. Yeah, community water. But when they came in the early 15th century, they were first staying at the end of the river on the other side. Please permit me on the way coming if you saw a collapsed structure. Yes, it used to be a Spanish house.
The Spanish house.
Yeah, that was the area our grandfathers made their first settlement. But because our grandfathers back then were then living in a dry land, when they came to this area, they had a different knowledge how to go about their structures. But first, mounting their platform nice with a raffia. And when they are done with the raffia, they have to make sure they use the leaves to complete it. Yeah. And due to the direction of the wind, only this also, there was nothing like mantis. So it was through the stacking of stones that they usually use to light fire. And because lighting the fire is very difficult, when it comes to firewood, our grandfathers to make sure they cut it big and long so that after lighting the fire, it can be there for a week. And because it's very difficult.
Families wake up at dawn to fish using traditional nets. Children paddle themselves to school. Women smoke fish over open fires inside their stilt homes. Despite modern influences, the village maintains its traditional leadership, customs and festivals. Their chief rules not from a palace, but from a wooden home floating on the lake.
Different question. You said the original language was...
Ewitili.
Okay. Ewitili language.
That's correct.
Thank you. So when you had that language, you wasn't colonized by anyone. You were a freedom country.
Yeah.
Like no one had taken over or...
When our grandparents were moving from Mali, at that time wasn't slavery or colonization.
There was no slavery.
Yeah.
Okay.
But due to the attack. But later when they came to this soil called Ghana, at that time wasn't good coast. Later, like my uncle here said, later the Dutch came, the British.
Yeah.
So when you go to
and did the slavery time, did they take... Sorry to interrupt. But did they take any people from here?
No.
No one was enslaved here.
The reason why grandfather chose to settle here with the guardians of their spiritual gods, which is in the form of a snail, is due to safety. And during the slavery...
Let me stop you there. You said the spiritual god that gathered our ancestors to this particular land from Mali was a snail.
Yeah.
The spiritual god was in the form of a snail.
Yeah. When you go to some land, some of them it appear in a dog form. Sometimes people appear in a snake.
Snake.
Yeah. Spiritual. I'm talking about spiritual matter. But the boss of this river is a human. This Amanzi.
The gods of this Amanzi River is a human.
Yeah.
Like a man or a woman?
A man.
A man.
Yeah. So.
And have your ancestors seen this man before?
Yeah, we perform sacrifice here every month of April.
And they see him?
We have chief priests here who are the spiritual to communicate.
So he will see that spiritual and communicate with him. Yeah.
Let's say
And that one no one was
during midnight, sometimes.
Can I sing a song? Can I say hello? Hello? How are you? How are you? Can I sing a song? Can we sing? Should we sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Well done!
The lake itself is sacred. Certain days are forbidden for fishing, and no loud noise is allowed on specific occasions, believed to honour the spirits protecting the village.
This is Nzulezu. Here we come.
Smile!
Mom's adventure.
Mum, I'll tell you a secret. Ghana mum wouldn't do this.
My mom would do it.
Your mum wouldn't do this. So you're braver than Ghana mum.
So there's the walkway. When this river vanish, this water vanish, you have to walk on this walkway. Yes, you have to walk to where the summer hut is before you get the boat, because this water will be vanished. Because that time the boat cannot come here. They will park over there. Then you walk to the dry season time. Yes, over there their main occupation is farming and fishing. So the men do fishing and the women do farming. As you can see, this is a fish net. This one is a fish net. This one.
That's a fishing.
Yes, this is a fish net. They use this one for fishing.
Nzulezu is not just a tourist site. It is a living story of survival, adaptation and harmony with nature. As modern life moves faster, Nzulezu reminds us that culture is not something you visit, it is something you experience. If you want to explore Africa's hidden wonders, connect with its people and travel with meaning, JBD Travel is here to take you there. Like and subscribe and share this story with the world. This is JBD Travel, where you can journey beyond dreams.
JBD Travels. Do you want a visa to travel, join a family, entertain, work, or study abroad? Have you always been discouraged by long paperwork, travel procedure, and bureaucracies? JBD Travels is your one-stop shop for holidays, visa, and work permits. With JBD Travels, visa and immigration service are made easy, fast, and convenient. We also advise and suggest to you new destinations that are popping. We customize holiday packages for UK, Schengen, Europe, Canada, USA, Australia, Asia, Africa, and UAE. We are recruiting workers for Europe. The cash is good. Are you interested? Register now for scholarships and study abroad. Get on board worldwide events and festivals. With JBD Travels, just sit in comfort. Let us grab your travel documents and visas with ease. We are certified travel consultant with A+ achievements. WhatsApp or call us on +44 759 533 6042 or +233 59 88 99 846. For live chat or free consultation, log on to www.jbdtravel.com. JBD, Journey Beyond Dreams.